Alright, Teddy, say hello to the people. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I want to talk about something that we haven't seen in a while, which is Eeveelution. And I thought, why not look at some possible evolutions we could get in Pokemon Legends Arceus? And of course, I thought, why not have Teddy join me? Because, well, I actually bought this for my girlfriend. But either way, let's get into this, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get started with some of the cool concepts for what evolutions we could get in Legends Arceus. And first off, I think one of the coolest ideas, and what I can think possibly could be a great idea, is to give us like a secondary evolution to already existing Eeveelutions. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean something like this on the screen right here, like the following. These designs were made by none else than Startboy and show what a reworked version of the Kanto Eeveelutions could look like. But I think these would be super cool as some form of new Eeveelution evolution for the original Eeveelutions from Generation 1. That was a lot of Eevee. Either way, I mean, look at these. Jolteon looks like blue and like a jolt of lightning, just changed in color, and has just a crisp and clean design, like for real. Then we have Vaporeon, which could have like an added fairy typing to it with like its new design here, which just looks majestic, by the way. And then of course we have also Flareon, having perhaps an added ghost typing to it to match with that like ghostly fox design that you got going on here. And honestly, instead of that, we could even maybe have like the original designs of the legendary beasts or the legendary dogs. So I'm talking about Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, that are theorized to have actually been the original Eeveelutions that died in the burn tower when it burned down. So maybe we could get versions of the legendary dogs before they passed away and what they look like before they turned into, well, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. That I think would be a really cool concept as well. But maybe you're not a fan of the existing, Eeveelutions being remade. Maybe that's not your thing. However, how about this one instead? Fanteon, that was created by R. Greywind, which by the way, amazing artist, for the Palmer region project, it basically shows you what I would only assume could be like a very clean design for a ghost type evolution, or even possibly a normal type evolution. Now, he calls it Fanteon, so I'm assuming this is more or less a ghost type one, but imagine if this thing was actually, I don't know, like I said, a normal type evolution. Like, that's something that we never really thought about. Like, we already have a normal evolution, which, or Eevee, I guess, is normal typing, but what if we got an evolution that actually was normal typing, or in this case could also be ghost type? Because honestly, a ghost typing wouldn't be too bad on this, and I like how like the tail actually has all the different colors of all the different typings, and maybe this could be like the kind of conclusive evolution to finish it all off. However, the most likely one to show up if we ever were to get a brand new evolution would be a dragon type evolution. So then why not have a dragon type evolution design like this one right here by Startboy? Oh my god. So I know this is more of a Chinese dragon concept, but I just love that and I adore it. It is fantastic. I mean, I don't know about you all, but I think we can always use an increase in Chinese dragon design Pokemon. Sure, we already sort of have that with, what, Dragonair and even Gyarados, but I still would love to see it like this. And if you don't like it, there is like another more classic dragon design like this one. So this is a far more traditional dragon design for an evolution made by Splatter Parrot, and we have this more like scaly and of course red colored dragon type evolution that looks more like a European dragon that has those vibes to it. Of course, I love this design too, but I do think it's more like what people would expect it to look like would be something like this. A lot of people have, speculated other colors, but a red one would kind of go in line with what you would assume like generally a dragon like that would look like. So I guess the most like logical colors would be a red or a green one, to fit with the theme of like European dragons. So do you guys want that, or do you want more the Chinese dragon style for it? What do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, since we don't have enough designs from Startboy, I'm just going to include another one here already. So yeah, we're going to include the flying type evolution that he put together. I mean, this thing is almost angelic in its design, and I love it. Seriously, I remember when I saw this back in the day when he actually designed this for the first time, and I really thought it was a real evolution when I saw it. Genuinely, it just looks so well put together. It has got the, just the Sugimori style down and just the subtle design that we see from Pokemon. Now, Startboy really knows how to bring out those designs that fit really well with the official ones by Game Freak, like in the style. And Flying type evolution wouldn't be too bad either, though. I do find it more likely to, that we're gonna get a Dragon one instead over the Flying type one. But, I still think it could happen. You never really know with these things. Next is this amazing concept here that was put together, and I think this is one of the coolest things ever. So basically, instead of taking typings that we haven't already had or used, why not make a brand new set of evolutions that have dual typings of you know, typings we've already had. Honestly, I think this would be one of the really coolest concepts ever, almost like a little merge or fusion between different kind of evolutions, so to say. And honestly, in this case, I think we got a great example of these by none else than Elite Four, who made some awesome ones like the following ones right here. The first one here is Helioseon, which is a dark psychic type, and it looks bloody amazing. I love this thing. But this is not the only one, we have more. Like Selenion. So this is like the counterpart to it, which is more or less based on, I guess, I don't know, I guess this is based, I mean, it's got the psychic dark typing, so basically both of them are Umbreon and I guess Espeon, right? So this would be the Espeon example of it with the added typings to it. Personally, I love this. I think it looks sick. I think it would be awesome. I don't know. What do you think, Teddy? I think this would be a great one. But that's not all though. We do also have Vaporeon, which is essentially a water electric type, and this one of course is mixing together, taking Vaporeon's general design and again shoving like Jolteon in there and changing the colors. And the colors in this one look great. It also has that little like lantern thing on its head that you see on those like creepy fish that are really scary, that like, you know, live down deep in the ocean. Basically, it's got that design to it, and personally, I'm a big fan of it. Next in this case was going to be Steamneon, which is a fire-water type. In this case, it looks to be using more or less the like Flareon design, but adding in that Vaporeon aspect to it, which of course, you know, is with the water typing in there. And again, I love this design. Then we have Seabeon, which is an electric fire type. Jolteon's design with the other typing of Flareon in here, and again, fantastic design. I freaking love this one. You thought I was all? No. We have even more. We've got, for example, Passion, which essentially is a fire fairy type, and this one is, of course, the Pokemon of Passion. I mean, it's pretty clear with its name and everything, and it kind of gives me a bit of a Vulpix vibe thing going on with it, but I'm guessing this would be essentially having a Flareon with the fairy typing from, I guess, Sylveon added on, making it that more passionate Pokemon, with the burning with passion, right? I guess that's the whole concept behind it. Again, Elite Four really outshining in this regard here with the designs, like really coming through really well. And that's not the only one though. We also have Brokeon, unfortunately. Yes, it's the broken Pokemon. This is clearly a mixture between like, I guess, Glaceon and Sylveon, but this is more of a sad one, right? Maybe a broken heart is going on with this lad right here. And of course, the tail looks a bit like an ice cream, as you may notice. There is also a heart there that's broken. We don't want to see that. We want to see this Pokemon happy. And maybe this could be one of those cool designs where, like, if you get its happiness up, then it might change or something, and its tail might change, and its mood maybe changes. I don't know. I think it would be a cool way to make this Pokemon, you know, more interesting that way, right? Just by making it happier, so to say. And personally, I would love that for this poor little lad. And then we have the one that romances everyone. This is Romeon. Yeah, the name's kind of on the nose, but basically this would be essentially, I guess, a Leafeon with the Sylveon typing added, you know, like the fairy typing added on in there. So this one, I mean, hey, it's pretty standard. It's pretty to the point. You get it, right? It's a Romeo evolution. It's doing what it's supposed to do, right? It's not much else I can say about it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was it more or less. I would love to know which one of these would you personally want to see in Legends Arceus, or maybe even in Generation 9. So that's going to be our question of the day. Which of these evolutions, if you didn't like any of them, are there any specific typings you want to see or whatever? Let me know in the comment section down below. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out and goodbye, ladies and gents.